Welcome to Story Vedix, a home for divine stories, inspirational journeys, and timeless wisdom from every tradition. Subscribe now and be part of our story world. In the boardrooms of Silicon Valley, women entrepreneurs fight for respect. But 5,000 years ago, in the royal courts of Hastinapur, one woman had already mastered the art of leadership that modern business schools are still teaching today. Meet Draupadi, not just a queen, but history's first female leader who turned adversity into authority. Today, let's decode her leadership secrets that can transform your entrepreneurial journey. Draupadi wasn't born into leadership, she was forged by fire. Born from the sacred Geen, she was destined for greatness. But what made her truly extraordinary wasn't her divine birth, but her human choices. Married to 5 brothers, she could have been just another royal wife. Instead, she became the strategic mind behind the Pandavas, the voice that demanded justice, and the leader who never bowed down to injustice. Every entrepreneur faces moments of public failure, rejection, and humiliation. When Draupadi was dishonored in the court by Dushasana, she didn't break, she transformed. She turned her moment of greatest vulnerability into her greatest strength. She made a vow that would change history. She wouldn't tie her hair until Dushasana was defeated. This is what modern psychology calls post-traumatic growth, turning your deepest wounds into your greatest weapons. Draupadi understood what every successful entrepreneur knows: timing is everything. For 13 years during exile, she could have sought immediate revenge. Instead, she waited, planned, and built alliances. She knew that premature action leads to failure, but strategic patience leads to victory. When the time was right at Kurukshetra, her patience paid off with complete victory. Managing 5 husbands wasn't just a personal challenge, it was the ultimate leadership test. Each Pandava had different strengths. Yudhishthira's dharma, Bhima's strength, Arjuna's skills, Nakula's wisdom, Sahadeva's knowledge. Draupadi didn't try to change them. Instead, she leveraged each one's unique abilities while maintaining harmony. This is what modern management calls situational leadership, adapting your approach to bring out the best in each team member. In business, you'll face critics who question your decisions, competitors who try to undermine you, and moments when everyone doubts your capabilities. Draupadi faced the ultimate test when Krishna asked her to call for help during her humiliation. She refused, not out of pride, but because she knew that true leaders must first help themselves. Only when she exhausted her own efforts did divine help arrive. The lesson: fight your own battles first, then seek support. When Draupadi was staked in the dice game, she asked 5 questions that shook the entire court. Was Yudhishthira still free when he staked me? Can a person stake what he doesn't own? Can a husband stake his wife? What are the limits of dharma? These weren't just legal questions, they were leadership questions that exposed the flaws in the system. Great entrepreneurs don't just accept the status quo, they question it, challenge it, and change it. Draupadi's greatest achievement wasn't leading the Pandavas, it was inspiring them to become better leaders themselves. Under her influence, Yudhishthira became more decisive, Arjuna more focused, Bhima more strategic. She didn't create followers, she created a dynasty of leaders. Modern entrepreneurs call this multiplicative leadership. Your success is measured not by how many people follow you, but by how many leaders you create. At the end of the Mahabharata, when victory was complete, Draupadi chose renunciation. She walked away from power at its peak, not in defeat, but in wisdom. She understood that true leadership isn't about holding on to power, but knowing when to let go. For modern entrepreneurs, this means knowing when to step back, when to pivot, and when to pass the torch. The greatest leaders are those who can walk away with their dignity intact. Draupadi's leadership lessons are timeless. Turn adversity into strength. Practice strategic patience. Build diverse teams, maintain dignity under pressure. Ask disruptive questions. Create more leaders. And know when to step back gracefully. These aren't just ancient wisdom, they're the blueprint for modern entrepreneurial success. The next time you face challenges in your business journey, remember the queen who transformed every obstacle into opportunity. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring more inspiring stories from all traditions. See you in the next